you think happened?
I just didn't want to struggle anymore. Like, if you'll see from my struggle, my story, it hasn't been easy. Like, I got married to a man from Ghana
Mm-hmm.
and had like a really tumultuous marriage that ended like abruptly, and literally he left and I only had like beans and rice, like, and that was it. And I had like no job, no nothing, and just my daughter. And I was just like, so what do I do now?
Yeah.
And I literally had to like cry on my face to God, like, help me, because I didn't have any money, no answers, an apartment that I couldn't afford, and just didn't want to be homeless with my daughter.
Yeah.
And like, I kind of like heard my grandmother's voice, and she just said, "Get up." So like that, like, will always replay or rewind in my head, like, get up.
Yeah.
For every time that, and I don't want to cry because I'm such a
Do
crybaby.
it.
Like every time
It's
that I'm
cleansing.
struggling or
Yeah.
trying to get to a decision that I need to like move forward with, and I feel like I don't have the inner strength, I get up. So when the opportunities start arising, when I started my dance company, I had literally got fired from a job that I was making like $45,000 a year from, and they told me, "Oh, you don't have enough experience." I'm like, "How am I get experience? Y'all want
Right.
Like, where am I getting this experience from?" And I told myself, like, no, I'm gonna go across the street and start my dance company.
Wow.
And literally, I started it with negative $54 in a drink because I didn't have any money, and I was like, "Y'all need to come to my classes."
Right.
That's how I'm gonna pay for it. Y'all need to
Right.
come.
Wow.
Right.
And I booked the studios at IDA, and it's been 10 years, and definitely it's been a hard journey. It wasn't easy. A lot of times, like, I had to go without to like pay for money for the studio to have classes, but it's been worth it in the long run. And I had a lot of jobs that I was just doing just to make ends meet, just like, okay, here's this job, and then just I'll be in the car just like crying, like, oh my God, I don't want to go here, like, God help
Yes,
deliver me
ma'am.
from
I know.
just doing all kind of stuff, like going to work, and like the students would be calling me bitch as soon as I walked in, and just like
Wow.
leaving the abusive relationships. It just was like, come on, God, you gotta help me. So dance has always been like, now you can't touch me in this.
Right.
Yes.
It's my space, it's my world. You
Yes.
can't, like, I dedicated my life to be great at this. You can't touch me.
Yeah.
You can take my money, you can take my car, but God gave me this. You can't touch it.
That's
So
awesome.
that's always been my outlet, and that's where I thrive, because it's like, that's God's gift. That's it.
Tell it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How many of y'all
Yes.
who can relate to Keilah's story?
Yes.
D,
Yeah.
how so?
I don't know if it's in the same way, but it was just there's a lot of things that happened to me in my childhood that I needed to I needed to get away from, and dance was kind of the only way I could do
Escape.
because I could do like I would be the one if there was a certain dance move to do. Some of the girls would be like, "Let's don't do that." Can I learn it? Can I learn it? Because I need to escape from things that were happening to me, and so it became my alter ego. I don't know if you want to call it that.
That's
It
good.
became my alter ego. Like I can be whoever I wanted to be
Yes.
in that moment, and then leave that person on the stage and go and do whatever I needed to do.
Yeah.
But it saved me from just some really dark moments in my life because I was always the happiest on stage because I just like my friend Eric, I love attention. I love attention.
So D,
I love attention.
do you?
You need to know. I do. I love attention.
I love honesty.
I remember being on stage and because my mom was with me, and I remember being in my pink. And to this day, I still the only memories I have of being really happy. I remember my pink tutu and being on that stage and just doing my little dance step and people clapping. I'm like, I like.
So
this.
how old are you?
I'm 57.
And you still had that passion.
To still do. I love being in front of people. I love dancing because it is. I don't know. It's just fun because you can be whoever you want to be.
Yeah.
Like I can be like, who you want me to be today?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've come with some characters too.
I do.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, don't say it 'cause I know I'm cute. Louis down to my drawers, LV all on my shoes.
You say you were a single father,
Yes.
right? And I've seen you dance.
We've all
Same noise in the house. Same noise in the house.
In hell, that's right. So what's your?
I was about to take over this interview.
So what's your story?
I relate to Keilah and to you and Dee and probably everybody else in the room on so many different levels. One, having the passion to dance, entering into my life at an early age. Like honestly, my earliest memory is dancing. Like it was just music would be on and my mom. I don't know if my mom told me to dance or I was just dancing and my mom just became my thing.
So she was supportive.
Oh,
That's
yeah, totally.
because honestly, back in our day, growing up, even though you're a little younger than I am, like it wasn't a lot of parents didn't encourage their sons to dance.
Right.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. If you
Still,
recall,
still.
If you recall from like some of the comedians that talk about, back in the day, if you had that talented kid, they'd like throw you in front of the family.
Right, that was you?
So I was the entertainer for the
Hey now.
So that was it was a blessing, and and it's funny, like we talk about our ages and we talk about the time period, and I don't know if people really realize that it hasn't really been that long. These years go by really fast.
They do.
And when I was dancing, because of cheerleading and things like that, I have a sister. She was at a dance studio. I had never been to a studio, and so she tricked me. She's like, "There's some guys that want to battle you. You should come up to the studio." So I was like, "Let's go."
Right?
So I go up there. The guys didn't know anything about me or wasn't expecting me or whatever. I'm going up there ready to dance, but there was an opportunity for me to dance, and so they liked what I did, and I was able to get some exposure. But doing what I did, like today they call it hip hop. At the time they called it street dance, and I didn't really respect it.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah,
Just like the
it was
music.
not- yeah. So that was some of the early parts, but like you, there was so much. Anyway, I need to find out. So, what artist did you dance with?
Oh, I was talking about Beyonce in the movie Dreamgirls.
Oh, okay.
All right, Keilah. Okay.
I was in
Yes, ma'am.
Choreographed it?
See?
Nice. Okay, celebrity.
You
What about you? Who did you dance with?
Well, okay, so as
Everybody.
a teenager, I was blessed to be in a situation where I actually performed on local TV shows. I performed. I did the Jerry Lewis telethon. It was like my first time on TV on national.
love Jerry Lewis.
I performed at college campuses, traveling. So honestly, in junior high and high school, I was traveling on the weekends. At sometimes overnight, and nobody in school knew that I was doing. And one day I was able to bring my whole crew to the school, like 30 of us deep, and perform, and everybody was like,
Wow.
like, this is what you do? Like, yeah, that's right. So,
And this is what you still do.
And what I still do. But see, there was somebody from St. Louis that had already crossed the promised land.
Who was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, who could that be?
I found out. It was a gentleman by the name of, can I say?
Go ahead.
It's a gentleman
Spill
by
the
name
tea.
of Michael Brown.
Michael Brown?
Yeah.
Who was
Michael
that?
Brown. And he had been on some music videos and did some things, but he would always come back to St. Louis and give back to his community.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I found out about it. I was like, hey, Mom, there's a guy. She was like, so again, supportive mom.
Yeah.
Big up moms.
That's
Sorry.
great.
So my mom took me to his alma mater school, and so she let me skip school. Their school let me go into their school.
Yeah.
I didn't have to have, credentials or whatever.
Yeah.
And this gentleman, Michael Brown, saw me dance
That's
one
awesome.
time. One time.
That's awesome.
And he connected with me and my mom, found out we were from the same area, and literally that began this 20-year brothership that we have. And the whole time I was in college,
It's crazy,
his
right?
twin sister worked at the college I ended up going to. Remember, this was high school. Went to college. His twin sister worked at the college, St. Louis University, and he kept in contact with me. So when all of my peers started to cross over
Mm-hmm.
and make it big. All my peers danced with everybody from Michael Jackson to Janet Jackson, MC Hammer.
Wow.
I was the only one in St. Louis that went to college. So I had 20, 30 peers that I all danced with, but they dropped school one way or another and came out here. This gentleman kept in contact with me and said, yeah, I see them and I see what they're doing, this, that, and the third, and like, it's cool. Like, when you're ready, let me know. I got you. And at the time, he was struggling himself and making however he needed to make it. Like, he had his own, you know, thing. And sure enough, I lost his number after I graduated from college. And on a whim, somebody was like, dude, I think you should come out to LA. And by the time my sister was out here, so I was like, okay, fine. Last ditch effort. Let's
just try. Yeah.
So that was 2001. I was 24, or about to be 24. And I came out in February of 2001. By May, I was on the biggest tour of the year with NSYNC. Thanks to this man right here. So,
all right. So not to confuse it, when I met Tony, which was before my daughter was born, so that was like 27 years ago about. Ooh, Lord.
92, right?
Somewhere around there.
92. When was the riots? 92?
Yeah, because we flew back in from Japan, and we were looking like, oh, can we turn around?
Right.
Like, can we turn around? So he said Michael Brown. So initially he was Michael Anthony Brown.
It's what it is y'all. I just was like, damn, I forgot about everybody. She pulled me, and it wasn't that she was perfect. It was the living. She was living in the moment of chaos, keeping up with everything, and it was just life. That's what we want. That's what I want to see. Okay. Now, up until that point, that was '97. I just did Prince. I did the job for Prince. I came back and I started acting and studying acting and doing commercials and stuff like that. And it really was like, they was like, you got to figure this out before you get ready to. So as a dancer, I was Michael A. Brown. But right when, and that was interesting, I had did some little choreography here and there. But I did that in '97, and I went to go get it changed, and they were like, well, to pay for it. And they were like, well, you can't pay for this. This is actually a derivative of your name. So it's not really a name change. It's a AKA.
Nice.
So they were like, so it's really not, you don't need to pay for this. What you can do is get something from your agent, and that agent you can bring that down to Social Security and drivers. You can get your driver's license, and it will pop up. Is that they'll put the thing, and they'll say Tony Michael's also known as Michael Brown.
Right.
Okay.
So that's how that came about.
Yeah.
So everybody was asking me, and I was like, no, I didn't really go to LA to change it, but
It seems that way, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there's Vanessa Williams and there's
Metamorphosis.
Vanessa A.
Williams,
right.
yeah.
And Vanessa A. Williams thought that she should get to have it, but Vanessa Williams had registered and become a SAG member probably
Before.
9 years before Vanessa ever came over from.
So that's why I was like, okay. But he just segue back to him. He was extremely talented. I had always been a smart guy when it came to dreams and goals and stuff like that and dancing. And when he said I'm going to college, I'm in college, I was like, do your degree, because everybody that everybody, Leon, that you have looked up to and seen, they're falling through the roofs out here. They're not telling you, but they're falling through the roofs. Like, most of them were hammer dancers. Most was hammer, and then some got to be janitor here and there. But they didn't become, I call them the bookends. That's what Jennifer Lopez, Jen used to call both of us, me and Chris Judd. They weren't the bookends, or they weren't in the clique like Janet's 5 dancers. You know, you got dancers.
Like Beyonce has her too.
And Beyonce's too. And so I told him, get the degree and come. When he came out, I was already did No Strings Attached, was working toward the J-Lo album. But she had the guys already, and so I put him on a artist was opening and was signed with Johnny Wright, and I put him on. He was on the world's largest tour at that time, in sync with Dante Thomas, right?
Yes.
And then I kept saying, save the money and do this and do that and do that. He kept wanting to do what they were doing, but I kept saying, Leon, they're not doing anything. They're not opening up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some of them went back to St. Louis. And they never came back. He was extremely talented. Like, you can see, y'all can see.
Yes,
He got that St. Louis show. You know, St. Louis is the show me stay.
Yes.
So when you want us to, we really like put it on. And Leon, every time I look at him, I was like, this boy right here is from St. Louis. Like, he makes you so proud.
Yeah.
You know, so he went through a lot of struggles. And I just kept saying, keep going for it, Leon. Keep doing it. And I was booking him as much as I can, but I was working with a lot of artists that weren't doing dancers. You know what I'm saying? Like NSYNC didn't do dancers, and Jennifer had her dancers, and she knew what she wanted to do, and it was just a combination of things. So anyway, Leon, finish telling your story.
well, let's see. So Leon, it sounds as though Leon's story segues into Tony.